Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Prestige family, what's going on a day? So yes, I'm in the studio, but I'm about to get on out of here. I just wanted to talk about VEEKEE James real quick. VEEKEE James is the young lady who is also being celebrated by a lot of people, particularly from a standpoint of her career. She's a fashion designer out of Nigeria. Some months ago, she did a full-blown wedding, that everybody was, that she, at that time, people were dragging her that she was trying to make a wedding go viral. But lo and behold, she did go viral. A lot more people have discovered her and what she's about. I also have seen her. I've also seen that she's a singer, a minister in church under the tutelage of one, is it pastor? Not Pastor Podju. There's another pastor like that. You guys will probably help me name him in the chat. You guys know more about these things than me. But anyway, so VEEKEE James got married to a seemed like a very quiet guy, right? Is his name Femi? I don't know. It doesn't matter now. But anyway, you guys know VEEKEE James. That's what matters, okay? And so a lot of people are also dragging her that she's always putting this guy on the forefront, doing skits with her, and so doing skits with him, and basically just trying to paint a picture of a perfect relationship to the whole world. She's the person that I learned the demure from. I thought it was demure. Did I think it was demure? I don't know. I thought it was something else story. I'm always catching up with this stuff, but my own goal is when I see an opportunity to extract a relationship lesson, then that's when I see this kind of stuff. So now she did an interview with her pastor, her pastor. I forgot, what's the name of this guy? Maybe I can put it up real quick. She did an interview on Instagram, and then she was admitting that she has always been, that she had an ex-boyfriend. There you go. I have it right here. How I went to win a soul for Christ and encountered my abusive ex-boyfriend. Let's listen to it real quick. Let's see if there's anything.
And you stayed there. Why did you stay there?
When I met this guy, how I met him was that I was a born-again Christian. In fact, I broke up with the older guy I was dating because I said I wanted a relationship where we practice premarital sex, where we don't practice premarital sex.
She said she's a Jesus baby. Don't forget that. She's a Jesus baby. She wanted a relationship where there's no premarital sex. So she's trying to check all the boxes, make sure everything is well. That's what they teach you to do, right? In efforts to guarantee but not guarantee. People are confused. Are you going to guarantee a successful marriage for a long time? People are kind of confused. Okay, let me warm up my feet real quick here. All right, let's hear it.
And because of that, the older guy was now misbehaving. I broke up with him because of that, so I could face my relationship with God. How I started dating this boy was me that carried my hand to go and win a soul for Christ. And
so she seems like she's the type that's always looking for a project in a guy. That's what it seems like. I don't know her, I'll be honest with you, but VEEKEE James, in the grand scheme of this video, really doesn't matter. The question is that, are you that kind of person that you find yourself attracted to projects because you have a picture in your head of what a good man looks like, and you're trying to mold the next person you're attracted to? You want to mold them into that perfect picture. That's what we're talking about, just so you know.
Okay. Was now one into the world. I went to win a soul for Christ, though. That was how I started.
I forgot the name of this pastor. I can't put a name to it right now.
He played along for the first 3 to 4 months. He agreed to no primary. He was the best. He was wanting me to church every Sunday, every Wednesday.
Because you're a Jesus baby and you're trying to mold a perfect guy out of a person that you're actually attracted to. See, there's the person you're attracted to. There's a perfect picture in your head once you become a Jesus baby or a woke person. A Jesus baby could also be a woke person. Like, you figure it all out. You read all the books and all this kind of stuff. But there's a big problem here. There's a big problem here, and I don't think she's highlighting it yet. She's still painting this as some kind of a Christ topic, and then unfortunately, maybe it is, but we got to go a little bit deeper. Let's keep it.
His friends told me, Vicky, you think you can change him? I said I will change him, and
so she said she would change him. She actually insisted she would change him.
But like that for 3 in my mind, I was like, I have found the man of my dreams, the one I want.
So as you can see, she continued to disregard the fact that she was actually attracted to this person, right? So there's a blind spot here. She continued to, I want to know your thoughts on this, okay? She's continued to disengage or pretend that she was not attracted to this person. She's more focused on the Jesus baby aspect of it. I know the authentic feelings of wanting to do right by Jesus. I get it. I completely get it. But there's more to this. Ladies, especially you, there's more to this. Gentlemen, you too, you shouldn't be taking on projects, okay? There's a place where, of course, you become a strength, a form of strength for your partner, a support system. But it's called a support system. You're not supposed to take on anything that will make you give from a place of emptiness. You can't give what you don't have, right? But there's something here, and the word is attraction. The word is attraction. As you know, I extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics from a self-power, social seduction, attraction, emotional intelligence standpoint. See, when you're attracted to a person, there's some attractions that are just toxic for you. We'll tell you, okay, that this is not good for you. You're a toxic person. You have to be a toxic person to be attracting toxic. That's one aspect to that. But then there's also certain types of people from a personality standpoint. From temperament standpoint, but make sure like attachment style, not temperament, attachment style standpoint, that you tend to attract. And it's not about completely discarding or disregarding that. It's about how can you leverage that and build on top of that. And leveraging that and building on top of that is a fine line between that and actually trying to mold a perfect human being from what you know that is not going to last. And then some of you are also attracted to toxic, meaning you are a toxic person ultimately, because you have to be comfortable. There's a part of you that have to be super comfortable about that. Okay, so I just noticed that in everything she's saying, there's not too much of practical stuff in it. It's still more so about premarital sex and all of that. I mean, I guess she's just mentioning that in passing.
The one that wants to God is me. That's how small from babe is just hug, babe is just romance, babe is just this.
So the message in her video right now is simply not have sex before marriage. I don't think you should have sex before marriage, but I think you need more than that. Sorry, I hate to bust your bubble. Okay, you're going to need a little bit more than that. And I think that's where the churches are missing it right now. You know, the bare minimum is not have sex before marriage. Okay, don't do it. Just stop. But there's more. I hate to bust your bubble. There is more to this conversation. Some people say, oh, you know, why don't you talk about this thing before marriage? I said, that's also bare minimum. There's more to this. You can talk all you want before marriage, but anything that's worthwhile in life will test you, will test your very core. And if you're not prepared to handle this crisis handling conflict that will happen in spite of marking the register, checking all the checklists. If you're not prepared for that part of the conversation, you're not going to last. You're probably going to come back a few years from now and question God. You say, God, why didn't you show me? See, now you're saying, why didn't you have the conversation before marriage? At some point, you might end up, then that's going to put you in a position to be questioning God. God, why did you put me in the middle of all this? Right? But this is not God's fault. This is our fault. If I didn't tell you now, that would be my fault. But I've told you now. The point is that there's more to this, okay? There's more to preventative, I don't know the word, preventive methods. You need to actually learn how to thrive inside Once you get inside, in spite of getting everything right, in spite of being a virgin, in spite of being celibate, in spite of asking all the quote-unquote right questions. I don't know how you know what the right questions are if you've never really lived with that person before. You should do all those things, bare minimum. But you should prepare yourself, because anything that's worthwhile, remember, is worthwhile, will be tested in life. All right, let me know what your thoughts are. If you need my help with this kind of stuff, there's a method to the madness. If you need my help, the links are in the description. You can book a free consultation session with me. You can also download my books, our books, the books that my wife and I wrote. I haven't had a chance to show it in a minute. You can download them for free. They're right here on my desk. I just happen to be on the road quite a bit lately. You can download them for free. They're more practical. They are personal stories. They're more practical than the fluffy stuff that you guys are repeating to each other in the churches, on the social media platforms. This is also social media, but I'm here. Help me like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye now.